Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fermi Paradox. This should be episode 5, I believe. so, uh, cool. Let's begin. So last we left off, the Kular were entering the excavation age, and we were going to choose how we want their path to be shaped. Um, so they want us to pay for advancement. I don't want to pay for advancement. I kind of like the idea that these guys are war hungry. 1,000,000. Is this not just a million? 1, 2, 3. 1,000 times 1,000 would be a million. Why? That's weird. Huddled safe beneath the ice, the Kular. I'm just gonna move on. That was an awkward pause, but we're just gonna move on. uh, oh god. Yeah, so they develop. I'm just being so awkward in this video. It's so weird to me why I'm getting so nervous all of a sudden. So the Kular developed close social bonds and a tradition of gentle philosophy, which is exactly the opposite of what I just said I kind of wanted them to become. So intensive domestication. I don't want to spend 30 points, so this is, kind of out of our range, but yeah, so we're just going to move on from that one. Here we go. War sleighs. Pulled by domesticated beasts clash on the great ice sheets. The vast white landscape is stained with the blood. So it's a snow ice planet, but they've fought so much that there's just red splotches all over the planet. I enjoyed this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go power. Hopefully it doesn't bring their harm potential up too high. It actually, it brought it up to exactly their population now, so we need to bring that down a little bit, or we need to boost the population a little bit. I do enjoy, these people do seem like they're a dystopia. So we're just gonna keep clicking dystopia. What? There was something, I feel like, I haven't, oop. I haven't, clicked on the dinosaurs in a long time. Already they're at 5.5 or 6 million population, and they're at 6 million population, and my brain's dying. What was I gonna say? They're at 6 million population, and that 500,000 years they had for resource capacity or resource scarcity is now halved. So that's how quickly this can get out of control. So we're just gonna leave the dinosaurs alone for now, because these are the people I'm worried about. Because they're still at 20% growth. We have almost 4 billion prune. Oh, it really goes fast. The Ark ship finally reached the digital age. Um, as their homeworld is now in the cyber age, they have just reached the digital age. All right, let's see how we want them to develop. This is another big part of the game that I enjoy quite a bit, is the fact that the colonies, you can develop them completely separate from their homeworld. So let's see here. I think we did advancement. What did we do? We did power and then advancement for their homeworld. So I kind of want to do the opposite. This is going to cost us 10 points, but I really want to boost their population just a bit before they touch down to make the colony on the Kepler system. So we're going to boost that just a teeny bit. Perfect. 2% growth. Resources have gone up a bunch. I think we've doubled our resources there. And it still seems to be going up. How is that possible? Oh, there we go. That must be where it stops. Yeah, that must be where it stops. Okay. Now the prune. Back to these guys. Bring this population down. The game heard me because it's now giving me some things that I can lower the population a bit. This is going very quickly. Now, as you get more civilizations, it's a bunch of stuff happens at once, and you kind of have to try to balance everything. To make sense of the depressing and unfair world that the dinosaurs live in, a strange, dark religion emerges. Followers believe that God is a powerless ruler who is tasked to watch over hell, Earth, as a punishment. So this is that God. So their God is powerless, but he's in charge of watching their version of hell, which just so happens to be where they all are, is their belief system. Which I kind of enjoy that. Isolationist, hooded dinosaurs that talk to each other with telegraphs and and believe that they're in hell. Yeah, let's do it. Let's push them full dystopia. They're now all members of this religion, rendering their lives useless and incapable of change. Alright. So let's go off the dinosaurs. I still want to baby the prune a bit here, just because their population growth is so high. So what are we going to be doing here? Just get more synthesis. This is the most synthesis I've ever had, I believe, but it does go very quickly. So we got to be vigilant in making sure that... Where did the Kular? Right down here. How are they coming along? Quite slow. Their population's dying quite heavily. So we're going to try to boost that up just a teeny bit. But just ever so slightly, because their resources are quite scarce, actually. Knowledge. In hopes of making their society even smarter, the prune replicate the DNA of extraordinary scientists and create clones. Oh, this is going to be a big change to their society. The society is overrun with intelligence. So basically, all of the people doing the research are clones of the original genius scientist doing the research. Brilliant clone minds with brilliant clone upbringings advance the prune in many areas of scientific inquiry. So basically, this one is the clones are dumb, so they messed up. And their clones are dumb. What do we want here? I think just small, you know. I don't want to make it a pillar. That'll change the prune too much. They did get a new outfit, which is quite cool, from last time. Resources. Always. Utopia. The dinosaur and the prune are still the complete opposites of each other, which so far is exactly what I wanted. Nope. No population. I'm trying to bring that down. Stop it, game. No population. Oh, fun moment. This is exciting. This is one of my favorite parts of this game, is that the prune are going to start a colony. I love the colonies. So the prune arc ship finally arrived in the Kepler system. Using all the materials of their ship, the prune will try to establish their first city on Kepler 4. All right, so we have total failure. We spent all our time trying to get these guys here, and then they failed. This, we lose a bunch of resources, which I'm terrified of, and I don't want. So this is where I said we're going to need points to deal with the colony. After a decade, the prune have abandoned their first settlement and moved to a more protected and stable environment. They consumed most of their resources in the first settlement attempt. So basically, they mess up the first settlement, and they have to come back, find a new area, and do it again. All right, and then we have the colony is perfect. So perfect environment for the prune. The city flourishes, and preparations are made to establish more. I'm not going to not acknowledge it. There's a small cut in between there. You might be able to notice. That's okay. I had to go do something real quick before I read the final settlement option here. We saved up all the points. We have 200 points. We're definitely doing perfect success. The prune are amazing in all ways. And we're going to make sure they stay amazing. So perfect success, boost to resources. They saved on resources. Population boost, which starting out with only 8,000, they're going to need a slight population boost. And a nice settlement. All right, let's do it. Perfect success. So now, what am I doing here? Growth. Their harm potential is at 26 million. We need to get that lowered quite quickly before they all try to kill each other. So this is fun. The prune never sent signals into space, I don't believe. I don't really think we developed them to send signals, just like the dinosaurs, how the dinosaurs are all isolationist. They're not thinking about sending signals out. But these colonists arrived, and now they want to send a status update back to their homeworld. Alright. So let's send one back. Let's see what we can do. Signal boost, 10 points, perfect. Or this one, we just send the colonial update toward our homeworld. Let's do a signal boost, 10 points, not a lot. And we'll see if we can get the attention of any of the other people in the galaxy. And it's moving quite quickly because they're pretty advanced. The digital age, yeah, pretty advanced. Whoops. Clicked on the wrong button. How are the prune doing? 5,000 years. Oh yeah, we need to get their growth down. I mean, we might not have to, because we are coming up on a new age for them here, which is going to be age 10. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to get some minus population things popping up here. Is this us? Yeah, they have reached the next age. The light speed age. Alright. Racing into the light speed age, interstellar journeys are shortened from centuries to mere decades. Prune civilization sets new speed records in areas such as quantum state computing, light jet manufacturing, and mining for resources from faraway planets. Alright, so this is cool. This is quite cool. They've stayed the same. I do like that they have the monocles still. And what are we gonna do? True mastery of space travel and colonial development. Civilization also makes leaps in genetic modification and cloning. Creating new life forms. Ooh, that's scary. That sounds like that could lead somewhere very scary. The prune accelerate their arms race. I don't want that. Alright, I think we are going to go for advancement here, even though it's going to... No. Let's boost them through the light speed age. We want to see what's next. Just because I'm not willing to spend the 20 points, because I know that once, from playing previously, if it's still the same, because there's been a couple of updates since I have played this far into it, if it is similar, then once the signal from their colony, sorry, I was trying to think of the word. Once their signal from their colony reaches them, we're going to need points to make sure they respond favorably, because I want to get their colony and them in contact with each other, because I do believe that is part of the game now from one of the newer updates, that they can kind of contact each other. So we are going to boost them through wisdom. No point cost. Wisdom is great. We don't change our resources though. We did switch anyway because they can now snatch energy out of their solar system instead of just the planet. Let's bring the population down again. Even with the oh, these guys changed. Depopulation. Frozen in ice for untold years before the Kular ever evolved, monsters of an ancient age have been thawed and are moving across Rigel to reestablish their reign on the planet. So it's kind of the same thing that killed the Maru early on. I don't want to kill them anymore. We're going to prevent this. They're already having quite a hard time with their population. So we are going to do that. We're going to boost their resources. And their growth is going down. Their population is going down quite quickly. Quite quickly. Do other creatures like us exist? No. Yeah, they do. There's a lot. There's quite a few, actually. Let's back up out of that. See how see this slowly moves. Slowly moves towards other people. And I do believe that Galice is going to be the first civilization, the prune here, going to be the first civilization to experience the signal. We're still, same old problem with the prune. They're breeding like rabbits, trying to bring that population down. The problem is that with it being a percentage, is the higher their population goes, the more even a low percentage is going to screw us. Tired of the laws of the land-bound, dinosaurs from various cities band together to create their own independent government. So there would be the first independent naval city on Earth. I do like the idea of the dinosaurs being super... Oh, but that's a lot of points. Ha 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 ha. But I don't want this either. I think I'm just going to make them... I think if we're going to do this one, gain some points. Cultural Ascent is always amazing, but I really don't want it. Population growth, I really don't want it. What else? And then this, I get points, and it gives me everything I've kind of based this civilization off of. Dystopia, basically. The lofty ideals of the free fleet begin to fall when the sailors must deal with the harsh realities of survival. Soon, the fleet turns to piracy, and the dinosaur hunger kingdoms begin to erect fortresses near their harbors to defend themselves from the raiders. So instead of becoming this beacon of success and everybody is, kind of open to the idea of independent travel, instead they become pirates. So yeah, let's do that. Full dystopia. We're so close. Full dystopia. They are 100% dystopia. So this is just the worst place to be alive is the dinosaur kingdoms right now. Let's go check on the prune. Look how quickly wisdom brought us through the light speed age. They're almost at the other end of the light speed age. And they're at 90% utopia. No population. No peace either. Their population is gigantic. And it just keeps going up, and there's nothing I can do about it. We're gonna have, if I don't get some minus population things happening here, we might have a problem on our hands. The prune have reached the singularity age. The prune create machines capable of recursive self-improvement. These constructs can build even more powerful copies of themselves autonomously, growing their potential with each generation. The path to true artificial intelligence is clear. Ooh. This has the potential to go so wrong. So I need to think about what I'm gonna do here. What am I gonna do? Wisdom costs points, but I have the points. Okay, so here we go. I do believe there is I do believe there is a level past the singularity age, but we can't get there until we get 5. So 4 more. So we need 5 civilizations. So we have this one, and then we're going to have their colony, and then the dinosaurs, and the Kular. So we either need 1 more colony, or we need to develop another civilization from the ground up to get 5. What do we think? I don't want advancement. So it's either going to be wisdom or power. I like the idea of robot soldiers. So this basically means their self-replicating robots take over and do everything. So caretakers for the elderly, building habitation, cleaning up the environment. They're like caretakers. So that kind of makes the prune. I mean, that's my job. I'm their caretaker. So, and I don't want that growth at all. I don't want it. I just don't. I would like a resource boost, but I just don't want it. So I think we're gonna take the 20 points here and make the bots robot soldiers, which is also kind of scary. I mean, everything to do with self-replicating robots is a scary idea. But I am gonna make them power age for the singularity age. Well, here we go. We have a development event for their colony. Let's see here. We are going to... I accidentally tabbed out. We are going to colonial independence. Far away from Galice Sea, the colonists of the Kepler system do not see themselves as a colony of the prune anymore. They will form a new civilization based on their own principles and values. Let's see what our options are. Cultural ascent. Inspired by their colonial scientists, the colonists identify strongly with their new home and start calling themselves Kepler-born. I guess there's probably been a lot of time that has passed since they left their home. They want a civilization that is more progressive, which at the moment you are very much not, because they're at 90% utopia and you're only at 62. See, I don't know. So this is the better and stronger version of the prune. But they identify as Galicians. So basically they want to conquer the prune, I believe. They want to become the only prune civilization. This one, they'll become digital travelers. So either way, they're going to become independent. I thought maybe we could find an option where they weren't independent. Because I do love the original prune. So, let's just do expansion because there's not a lot of them and their resources are pretty high right now. That'll change very quickly as the population goes up, but it's the choice I want to make right now. And I don't want to spend the 60 points, and really this one it's less about, honestly, they can't take, now that I just looked, they can't take any more harm potential for their amount of population, so I'm gonna boost that population real quick before they kill themselves. It does mean they'll be called the Digital Travelers. I would much rather be called Kepler-born or Gilicerians, but Digital Travelers will have to do. So instead of the Prune Colonists, they are now the Digital Traveler Factions. Let's see here. That. Tech boost. I keep forgetting that I'm going to have to keep coming back here and checking in on the prune because their resources are running out quite quickly. Let's see here. Resources, yay! I clicked through that so quickly, but I'm 90% sure I saw memes there, which I should have stayed and read it just to see what it said. I do like that we're getting multiple resource boosts from the game here. Thank you very much, game. And actually, I believe I'm going to stop this episode right here. I'll see you guys next time. We'll catch up with all of our civilizations. We'll see who lives till the end. We're getting pretty close. I think once one civilization reaches the singularity age, it starts to snowball and everybody does it quite quickly. I find maybe it's just that, it takes time to build it up, but once you have multiples going, it feels quicker. Next time we'll deal with the Coular here, right off the bat. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.